Teenage kicks coming through the night. Good good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. And you, Bubble and Fins UK. I see you. So, what are we up to today? First of all, we've got everything shut off. There's not a thing fucking running in here at the moment because we're going to get this bad boy up. It even comes with fucking safety chains, look. How about that for a fucking bit of kit? So, yeah, that's going to go up on there. More towards the that end than this end at the moment. And I don't doubt we're going to be blinded by it. We're going to be blinded by it completely. I know that's going to be... But I am still considering putting the other one above the tank, you know, sort of like suspending it about 6 inches above the tank. Man, that will give them some fucking lumens, wouldn't it? And then once we've got that done, I'm going to have to, first I'm going to have to empty this pod. One, because it needs changing around the gravity feed. And two, I need to make it a lot fucking lighter than it is to get it through the door. Well, through the doorway. To get it through the door, I'm going to have to take... to get it through said doorway, I'm going to have to take said door off. Don't make things easy for myself, do I? Fucking hell. But as you can see, the boys and girls are all doing really well. Hey Betty, hey gorgeous girl. Oh, look at her, look at her. There you go, Pete. Look how friendly he's becoming already. And Mr. Kev. Even though it's a female, that's Mr. Kev. So yeah, everyone's doing cushy. That can come off there for the minute because we'll be doing their filters in there today as well. But they four in there are doing alright. There should be another Shisui in there somewhere. Yeah, he's tucked in underneath him over there. So, yep, that's them. And they're doing absolutely splendid in there. We have some blanket weed to try and get off of the grill down there. Other than that, they're all doing hunky-dory. In fact, leave the small one open. A bit of air in there. Just pulled up outside my house. Amazon delivery. Oh, sorry, making you dizzy there. You spin me right around, baby, right round, Stubbsy, right round, Stubbsy. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm going to stop flapping my gums, get that one taken down, and get this one put up, and let's see how bright we can make it here in Longblock. And I think it's going to be fucking bright. Not that I'm going to complain. Not that I'm going to complain. Complain. Get your fucking words out, Vincent, dickhead. I've also got to take that slide valve off of there. I've got a slide valve there that can be used now because that's not going to be on there because that's going to be going from 4-inch into the Easy Pod. That's the other thing I've got to do. Once I've got everything in there tidied up, I've got to get the tank empty of water. So it will dry out, and then once it's dried out, I can then get in there and start taking the stay fucking put. Then I can look at getting the ring taken back off and resealed and everything else, and fingers crossed that will sort the job. That's when I can get some more Obi-Wan, so that'll be in the next day or two anyway. Let's say these want some food, so I'm going to give them a little chuck in a second. In fact, fuck it, we'll do a little chuck while I'm chatting away. Yeah, so if I can get this light and that emptied, I tell you what, this fucking tree, I am so blown away. And if you can all pop over to Will's Koi and send him some love. Will, you really should do yourself some kind of website, because wow, I know a lot of koi keepers that would love to own something like this, whether on this scale or a larger scale. So yeah, I really think you've got a talent there, my boy. And that's Will's Koi. Go over and check him out. Give him a subscribe. Tell him the Twisted One sent you. Ex-squaddy and all. So yeah. Right. I think that's... no, I was going to get them some food, wasn't I? See? So easily distracted. Just the simple things, you know. Oh, there goes me gloves. Making a right ash of it now, ain't I? Here we go, kiddies. Chuck a couple in that one. Not much left in the hand there. Some in there for them. And these. These know that the seasons are on the turn. Hopefully, we've had the last of the really fucking cold weather, because that would be awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, what temperature are we sitting at today? Oh no, I can't tell you what temperature we're sitting at today, because my temperature temporarily switched. I've got electric off, haven't I? Duh, dickhead. Anyway, enough of my flapping. I'm going to get this light down and this new one up, get the tunes back on, go back to my teenage kicks, and then it's Watch the World Burn, and then I think next one after that is Man's Not Hot. So yeah, we got some mixture of tunes coming up on the old playlist in the back garden, and what a glorious day. It's got to be the start of spring soon, hasn't it? Anyway, catch you in a bit. Right, well, while I've got buckets filling up, dropping it slowly, I've also already done 99% of what was in there as well. But we'll talk Easy Pods for the minute, because I've had a couple of people ask me, how would you tell the difference between a Mark 1, 2 or 3? And I know there's a Mark 4 and something else now, but the reason this has come up now is because I've opened the lid of this Easy Pod to start emptying it, and it's a Mark 1. And this is from the information that I've been given. Right, let me spin you around. Easy Pod. They all look exactly the same. But from what I've been told, you can tell a Mark 1 Easy Pod because it has one screw in here on each of the channels. Yeah. Now I am going to change that, and there was nothing on this grilling on a Mark 1. I know, so I could see a previous owner has put screws in there, and that's to stop this from dropping down, which it does quite well. Especially if your Easy Pod is slightly on the cock, and it will, trust me, and then you'll end up with bits of fucking K1 in your pump. So what I usually do is I usually drill a hole here and a hole here, and then I put a zip tie, well, I put a hole through there, should I say, and then I put a zip tie through. No, I don't actually. If I look on the others, I didn't put a hole in the metal, I just put a hole in the plastic there, and I put a zip tie through, pulled the zip tie, which then pulled that up, and I did that 3 times. Yeah. Now a Mark 2 Easy Pod, A Mark II EasyPod has a screw here and here on both all the channels, and the centerpiece still had nothing on it. Now, I don't own a Mark III EasyPod, even though I've got 4 EasyPods now, but I've been informed that on the Mark III EasyPod, what you will have is not only will you have a screw holding these 2 bits here in place, like the Mark II, but this grilling here is actually pop riveted to this plastic. So yeah, hope that makes sense. A Mark I only has the 1 screw in the centre of the overflow and the bypass chamber, and the Mark II just has 2 screws, but the Mark III has 2 screws, and the metal grill inside is pop riveted. And like I say, I recommend to anyone that has an EasyPod that isn't pop riveted at the top to put a bit of a cable tie in there. You can't see it on this one. No, you can't see it on that one because the media's that one. Oh, you won't be able to see it. I'm doing it again. I'm waving the camera around and you're looking at me fucking fizzle. Oh, that bucket's overfilling. Another soaking wet foot. Oh, the joys. But we're getting there. Rome weren't built in a day, was it, guys? But if you look carefully, you can't see in that one. Just waiting on a fucking hell, spin round. If you look in there, you see the cable tie? That's holding the grilling. These need a clean, I'll do that later. But at the moment the concentration on is trying to get that emptied. We're almost at the top of the drop there. We are at the top of the drop here. Because I've got to get the angle grinder out and grind out a bit down there for the 4-inch slide valve. And then I've got to get that silicone removed off of that pipe so I can then hard fix it in place with some solvent weld adhesive, and then the connection from there to the EasyPod. Right, oh, bloody hell. Sorry, gone a bit light-headed there. But yeah, once I've got that valve in place, I can then get the silicone in done. Sorry guys, I'm going to come back to you in a minute. Sorry about that, cupcakes. And just about to pick the camera up and then the phone rang. The pharmacist finally rang me. So yeah, got to go down to the chemist later and pick up the meds that I should have had last fucking week. Oh, I tell you what, this fucking world's going to the dogs. But anyway, you don't want to hear me moaning and grumbling. Here we go, empty. I'll get in there with the kitchen towel and the old Socceroos and get everything dry. I'll have a look round with the torch first to see if I can actually see anything, but failing that, once it's all dried out, I will take the screws out, take the ring off without damaging the liner if I can. If not, I'm just going to have to take away as much sealant as I can and just reseal the lot. Even if it means I have to put a couple of fucking tubes of OB1 down there and then just fucking smooth it with a scraper or something, you know what I mean? Just to, yeah. It will hold water one way or fucking another, I'm telling you. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to start taking stuff out of this for a minute, so I'll let that dry off a little bit naturally first, so I can get this taken apart, get it emptied. I've got to take the fittings and that off it and whatnot. Like, so yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, and I might set the tripod up while I'm pottering around. Had my cup of tea, looked at the EasyPod, looked in the filter house, ended up in the filter house. But I have decided to move, and have moved the light that I put up this morning, and the reason for that is I'm going to put the second one halfway between the tank. But what I'm going to do is that is going to be put on a timer for when I've got the fish in there, so it won't be hooked up to this light here. But once this light comes on during the day, you got eight. What's the book say? So that'll be 8,000 Kelvin going in there. At only, when we're both from running, at 62 watts. Pittance, you know. But I've been in here, I've pulled all the gravel out. Yeah, as you can see, I've pulled all the gravel out. Started laying these bits down that were left from out there. And then I think what will happen is I'll go out the front garden and get some rubble, break it up into bits and start laying it down there ready for the concrete, because other than this one being moved and that pipe being changed from 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches, and that pump will actually move up once the second Tempest comes in. So that will be all the 1.5 inch pipe work done, so getting the floor in. But what I've got is, as you can see, I've got it at an angle, which will also help when it comes to netting and stuff in here. I can't remember who it was in the comments. Someone in the comments. Oh, Gaz and Will's Koi. I'll catch you back in a minute, guys. Yep, don't forget Gaz. Gaz's live is tonight, and yours truly will more likely be there as well. Unless if this goes out before fucking Gaz's live starts. You know me. I mean, I went out to start the EasyPod and ended up putting the tow side tank on a clean, and then losing myself in getting the gravel out. But the gravel will help me ultimately, because if I backfill just right with the old bits of concrete and rubble from the front garden, with what I've got there and at least one bag of sand, there should be plenty for what I need to put that little pad in along there. And that is going to be sloping downwards, so it'll slope down, hit this pad, and then, like I say, it'll go down through the grill and into the sump. But yeah, I'm going to take a little break. But I've got one of my old faithful towels down there drying out one section, because then I can land on that bit and then get the rest dried out. I'll more likely wait until tomorrow to go and get some OB1. But yeah, so we're getting there slowly, but I'm not going to tackle any rubble there just yet, because I want to fit this other one in place, just so it's there, and then I can get the wiring round and onto this double switch here, which is what it's for. TLSK tank light socket, which is that switch. Good old Pa. But yeah, So we're coming together, and hopefully I can get this leak sorted and get it filled up, and then I can get all this trimmed with whatever I'm going to put there to pin it back, get it all trimmed. I can get the auto feeder in place, you know, and then I can think about putting something on the top. Still working out how high I'm going to have my EasyPod, because I want the water level to stay. Oh, that was it. The question, digression. Sorry. Someone said, "Why 4 foot?" Why not? No. In all honesty, it was the last tank. For those that were able to actually see the first iteration of the Growing On tank in here, the wooden one, that, not including the EasyPod, and I did end up putting a shower on it towards the end as well. That was only 130 gallons, and I had at one point 70 fish in there. You know, even had a visit from Adam Beyer, you know, one of the top koi farms in the UK, and he couldn't tell me why I was getting the growth in that. So when I had to rebuild, it was a case of, well, how's the best way to utilise the space? And the back wall, there was a big chunk of dead space underneath that EasyPod, so you know, it was a no-brainer. Put the filters by the entrance and then shuffle it back and drop it down. And yeah, if I was able to get the growths that I was getting in 130 gallons, I'm just looking forward to what I can do with 260 gallons without the EasyPod and the BioBin. We can only wait and see, can't we? Which is why I'm getting really frustrated that I haven't got the fucking thing full yet. But that's a different story, you know. It is drying out in there. I'm going to get this last of these bits done and tidied up. Get this one taken away and put in. Get the second one put up in place. And yeah, go from there. But yeah, catch you in a bit. I've got to go and check my messages. Hey, how are we diddling? Right, that's the Tosai tank on a top up after 2 cleans of the EasyPod. So there, oh, look at this though. Still got the old spider plants growing in there as well. So yeah, still haven't done anything to this other than empty the water out. That's next on the job. Look at these just milling around. Gimmer and Sorogoy has got a ray scale, same place that she had a ray scale last year that then just disappeared. Look at them. They're all wanting food. Mind you, we are sat at 9 degrees now. No, you've had food for today. Yes, you have. Yes, baby. And you. And you. Hey, peeps. Huh? Don't worry. The warmer weather is coming. I promise. Okay? Oh, Mr. Kev, Becco, Mr. Kev loves Becco. Well, yeah. Oh, wow, Mr. Kev, you're definitely right. 2 just does the fucking nuts. Oh, yeah. Check this shiznit. Woo, look at how bright this is in here. They are slightly offset. There's a reason for that, and that's because I want this one directly over the middle of the tank. I mean, yeah, that's gonna kick out some fucking light. Well, here, I'll just show you, look. And I say it's going to be on a timer, but yeah, you can definitely notice a difference. Richard plug. So yeah, light switch, you dick. But yeah, that really done half illuminate the old mug collection now. I'm fucking well chuffed. So over 42 or 43 now. And an absolutely fucking awesome bonsai tree. Cheers, Wells Koi. But yeah, I'm closing in on the odd jobs. So now I can start looking at getting some, getting a roll of kitchen towel and getting in here. And wow, these lights are fucking amazing. I knew they were going to be bright, but I really didn't expect them to be this bright. Yeah, chuffed with that. Chuffed with that. Put the skimmer back on for a minute. Here we go. Up she goes. So at the moment you've got bottom drains running on 100%, so that's 10,000 litres an hour, and the skimmer is running on 3%, so that's well, I thought I should have said 3%, fucking hell, Vincent, 30%, so that's 3,000 gallons an hour. 3,000 gallons, fucking hell, that's the size of my pond. Jesus Christ, I will get it right. I will get it right in a minute. So yeah, that would be 13,000 litres an hour going over the shower at the moment. And then I did it that way, one, because I proved it when I first started the channel. For some reason my pond doesn't like a very, very strong flow on it. They seem to love the blade, they always have done. So that's why both of my returns go through the easy part, through the bio bin, through the 10 piston, then through the shower. So then everything that, hey, fuck it. I've got no bricks here at the moment, so let me turn you round. Right, if I cup hold of you, oh, look at all that moss. Pete, you need some more moss, boy? Anyone want any sphagnum moss? Whoa, fucking hell. Give me a holler. Right, I'm going to swap hands so I can hold the gutter. Oh look, there you go. A different perspective of the pond. I love looking at them from above like this. It is truly the way to admire these beautiful creatures. I'm going to zoom you in a bit. Anyway, we came over here to look at media. Oh look, fucking K1 Micro gets everywhere, doesn't it? But look at the biofilm on it, nice. But there you go. That's the old Xiaomi. Look at the biomedia. That is perfect. And as you can see, this is 10,000 litres an hour, and this is 30%. So even if I turn the skimmer off to feed, the media stays wet. It doesn't dry out, and therefore it doesn't kill off the bio. Let's see if we can find some rootage. See, you mind your own business, doesn't root very far. So yeah, and for those that are new to the channel, my Mind Your Own Business was looking lovely until the fucking frost killed it. But this year I am going to make a tray for the shower to sit on, so that I don't get all this shit around the sides and that where it drips, because it does drip. I mean, the moss and the Mind Your Own, come here. The moss and the Mind Your Own Business on the shower and the toe side sink. Hang on, forgot I'm topping up. No, we still got them in it. Yeah, the moss and the Mind Your Own Business in the toe side tank drips like fuck. And I've homemade showers, that's an apex koi piece of shit, and that was dripping from the poor welds. But the moss and the Mind Your Own Business does drip, but where it's located, it's going straight into the pond, because there's an open area underneath that. That was the whole point of the design. Whereas on this one, what you've got is I cut a piece of 1.5 inch pipe. Hang on, I'm going to have to leave you there a second. Don't for fuck's sake fall in. So yeah, that's the top off turn up. But yeah, as I was saying, what I did was I got a piece of 1.5 inch pipe, I cut it at 45, and that 45 I then marked up on me tray, and then with, oh look, a worm in the shower. Who's going to notice it first? No one. I'm surprised. Oh, gone. Nope. Nope. Maybe the. Oh, we have a winner. Oh, winner, winner, chicken dinner. The so-called red achiever gets the worm. I am moving the red achiever on if anyone is interested. It's a beautiful fish, got a lovely body on it. It's got a nice pattern on it, it's just not for me. But anyway, digressing again. So what I did was, that 45, I cut that elliptical out, and then I put the pipe in, so the 45 inside the tray ended up horizontal. Up and down. Vertical. Whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah. And then the pipe is sitting out, and you've got another 45 cut on the outside where the pipe comes out, and then I put a bit of filter wool. Oh, fucking hell, Vincent. Zoom out. There we go. See your pipe there? And then I had a bit of filter wool in there. There we go, that's better. A bit of filter wool in there, and then I put my plug for my Mind Your Own Business. Some of it is still alive, so I'm going to give it a chance. As you can see, there is life coming from it. But I'm also going to try and get some moss going on there as well. Definitely on the lid, it's starting to take, because then that will creep and go down over the front and intermingle with the Mind Your Own Business, very much like it does over there. Let's see if I can zoom in without shaking you all over the place. Nice and gently. Easy does it. See how they're integrating? I love it. I have actually considered drilling a couple of really fine holes near the top of the front, so that the water starts to drip down the front, because I've found, you know, let me spin you around. I have found, and I'll take you back round and I'll show you, that the moss tends to like to go where the water is. So I use this. Oh, look. Okay, bit of moss. Give it a little solution, a bit of water, and then tuck it in that gap that's round the front edge or whatever. Or, like me, chuck it on the lid for a minute, because that front edge, I want it to start going over. Like I said, I want to start going over the front. But yeah, that's another day's job. I've still got loads going on here, you know. Oh, let me zoom you out. Way, that's better. So yeah, if anyone's interested in a Deutz Red Achiever, hit me up in the comments. It's a cracking fish in pattern and that, but I just can't see that going a slight bluey grey like I was told. So yeah, if I wanted a Deutz red and white fish, I would have got Deutz Kohaku, but hey, that's a different story and we're not going to go there. And that's that. I like the pattern, I just don't see it progressing the way I wanted it to. And so yeah, we moved on. Just like Lumpy, the Shiratsuri. I mean, she's got some fucking stunning Motoguru. The Sumi that she's got, it's absolutely lovely, and it is starting to come out, but I've got to the point where I can't see past that lump that she's had from the day that I got her. It's just grown with her. But yeah, so she's going to be the first attempt to spawn this year. And I'm going to try and spawn her with the Kiyotsuji. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you look at her from above, she's got a beautiful Sumi placement. When that Sumi comes in across the head, it's almost checkerboard, but I just can't see past that lump. But yeah, if she spawns or if she don't spawn, either way she will be going to my mate Baz to live out her life up there. And if that fails, then Susan's big mama will be going into the pool with my beautiful Matsuba when he decides to come out from the skimmer. There must be something nice there for all of them. In fact, both of those are male. So I want to, as always, Susan's a saggy, big mama. I want her to go in, and male wise, I want my Matsuba, which is just there. Oh, I love that fish. It is scale perfect. So yeah, she will be going in with him and Susan Shasui, which is male as well, but the blue on it is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I think combining that with the Asagi, I think we should get some nice fish. Now the Shasui came from Adam Bayer, I can't rightly remember the breeder for the Asagi, and I've got the breeder for the Matsuba written down, but like I said before, the Matsuba came from the Koi collection in Coventry. And they're still waiting to see what sex that is, my Hoshkin Showa. And I'm really hoping, not that I want to spawn Kohaku, I'm really hoping that Susan's Kohaku is male, because I'm almost positive my Issa Showa is female. Can you see where I'm going? And then you've got my Kaneko Shiro Atsuri, which once the growing on tank is up and running and the heat is on, that will be going in there. I'm hoping that Shiro Atsuri is male. Look at the Sumi on it. The one behind it is part of the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Kaneko Shiro Atsuri. But like I said, had I not had to rebuild the shed and the tank, those Atsuris and the smaller Sagi and Susan's Akamatsuba, they'd all be the size of like the Issa Showa or the Hoshkin Showa, you know, because of the temperature that they would have been in, and it has put me back by a year. But at least I know now what I've got is not going to fucking rot. It's there for good. So once it's finished, you know. I could just stand it for hours like this. I could, but my back don't fucking like it, so I am going to have to get down in a second. But yeah. Just think if that was a 3,000 gallon in-ground pond. What a view that would be stood next to it. And until I get a metallic male, the Makashi and the Harawaki are safe from spawning for the moment, because the Kikikoryu that's going to my man Jim Bob from It's What I Do, go and check his channel out. That Kikikoryu belongs to my man Jim Bob. And Danny, my lad, you need to get them systems built, because this fucking Chagua is growing like stink. Cracking body on it, boy. Honest to God. And the Tancho shower over there. Anyway, I'm going to get down and get a few more bits done, and I shall come back to you later on. Oh, cupcakes, I don't admit, like, I don't... Yeah. There's fucking dust everywhere. It's down the back of my throat. My hair's looking like fucking gas. All grey. But yeah, I'm fucked. I've done loads today. These are still food. The temperature has gone up by about 3 points of a degree. No, 4. We've gone from 8 to 8.4. Just grabbing the final tools out of here. That's got to go indoors. Yeah, that's going to get done tomorrow now. It ain't getting done today now. Oh, turn off your bastard thing. Yeah, I'm done in now. I saw that angle grinder about has killed me. But yeah, so there we go. Slide valves in place, and as you can see, I had to chop out a little bit of the wall, which isn't a problem, and that one there will be going, the 3-inch will be going directly on the outlet as it comes out, and then it will have a boot on there that goes straight to a 4-inch that goes into the active chamber there. Because like I say, I've said time and time again, I have isolation both before and after my Easy Pods, because I don't bubble that all the time. Sometimes, like the bio bin, I use it to back flush the pipework and all the crap that sits on that lip at the bottom of the pond. I'm going to grab that tea towel out, and then I'm going to let that dry properly until tomorrow, and then we'll crack on with that tomorrow. But overall, I'm really pleased. I've just got to sort out the back garden at the moment because it's looking a bit like fucking Steptoe's yard again. But yeah, absolutely fuck-a-doodle-dude. But on that note, guys, this has been Thursday's Tinkering. I'm Bollocks. I'm also Twisted Koi. You lot are always great, and we'll catch you the weekend.
That's all, cupcakes.